My name is Genevieve and welcome to my room. Should we give them a tour? Yeah. It is so toasty in here right now, but let's start on this side. Right next to the door, I have this 3-tier plant stand that I got from IKEA. I've had this for quite some time now. I first have this beautiful golden pothos, which has started putting out the most beautiful variegation. And then I have this really cute mushroom candle that I got from HomeSense. I think this is just perfect for my room. I love mushroom decor. I think it's so cute. It's probably one of those things that in a couple years we're all gonna be like, what were we thinking? But for now, it's very fun and I love anything that makes my room feel like a fairy lives there. And then I have this little prayer plant, and this is the one fake plant that I have in my room because for the life of me, I cannot keep a string of pearls alive. When I killed my last one, I was so sad. And both of these plant pots are just from a local garden center. Moving back, so just like in my last room tour, I still have these 2 paintings here. I kind of like just having them propped up here. I kind of think it feels more artsy, and I also don't really like having a lot of stuff on my walls. And coming up this time, I have the most recent addition to my room, which are these adorable gold and white butterfly floating shelves. I got these on Amazon, I think for like $30, and they're actually really sturdy and well made. But on here, I really wanted it to just be very decorative and very fun. I actually have all of my old bullet journals on this shelf because, as you will see on my other shelf, that is where I keep all of my fiction books. I have 3 plants here, and these little propagation jars, I have this one and I also have a heart-shaped one in my office. These are all from Michael's, and I think they're so cute. They're like little potion bottles. And then I of course have this big floor length mirror that I got from IKEA, and I just kind of decorated it like a little makeup / getting ready area. So I have this crochet rug that I made, which I can sit on, and it's super squishy and comfy. And another plant, this is a ZZ plant. I just tripped on my rug. Which actually, maybe we should talk about my rug. This rug is from Urban Outfitters. I got this when I redid my room about 3 years ago now, probably. But I just fell in love with this rug. I love the print, I love the colors in it. I love that it's mostly pink, but it has a little pop of yellow and some like terracotta colors, a little bit of blue. Moving on to my bed. I was obsessed with that kind of multicolored, color blocking almost linen bedding sets, but I don't know if any of you have looked into those, but all of the companies that are selling those bedding sets are so expensive, so I kind of wanted to do a budget version. So actually the majority of my bedding is from IKEA. The white sheets and the tan cream beige kind of duvet cover and pillowcases are also from IKEA. The pink bedding is all from Amazon. And moving up, I have this IKEA light fixture. This is their big rattan one. I forget what it's called, but you probably know which one it is. I just love the look of this one. I think it's the exact vibe that I was going for. What am I saying? What am I saying? My descriptive words. I really like the color. I like that it's not just another white light fixture. I also totally forgot to mention, I have yet another golden pothos right here. This one is actually a big one that I had to divide in 2. I have the other half in my office. Again, I love plants, so I think it looks great. Moving on to the other side of my room now. So basically this top shelf is all of my nonfiction books. So I have like self-help books, I have photography books, I have financial books, all that kind of boring stuff. Then I have my Emily Henry books, which I actually have all of Emily Henry's books, I believe, aside from her like really early day ones. As you can tell, Emily Henry is one of my absolute favorite authors. Then I have the other books that I really loved. So I have The Roughest Draft by Emily Wibberley and Austin Sigmund Broca. I have Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I have The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, also by Taylor Jenkins Jenkins read, I have Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren, Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings, which actually wasn't a 5-star read for me, but I feel like the whole series will be a 5-star series. If you want to see my 5-star book recommendations, I highly recommend checking out this video. I always forget which side it's on. I want to say this side. Then I have none other than the Sarah J. Maas shelf. So I have the entire ACOTAR series, which naturally leads into Throne of Glass. I actually read the majority of this series on my Kindle, but when it got to the tandem read, I wanted to have the physical book so it's easier to switch between. So I have Tower of Dawn, Empire of Storms, and Kingdom of Ash. And then because Sarah J. Maas books are just absolutely behemoths, there is some overflow. House of Earth and Blood and House of Sky and Breath. Then I have The Cruel Prince. I have both of my Sally Rooney books. Then I have my Tessa Bailey books, It Happened One Summer and Hook, Line, and Sinker. Then my Ali Hazelwood books. And then I have a big section of Elle Kennedy. Then I have Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter, This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune, and Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I also forgot to mention this little mushroom lamp is from Amazon. This little other mushroom candle, I have 2 in here. This one is from Urban Outfitters, which this I actually have a plan for. Once it is empty, I'm going to clean it out and put all of my little mini books in here. I have to go get my tiny books now, hang on. So this is by no means all of them, but I have the rest in my office right now because I was making a bunch last night. But this is what I'm talking about. They're literally just tiny books, and you may ask, what's the point? There largely isn't a point, but they bring me so much joy. But I also just think it's a fun way to keep track of the books that I've read without having the physical copy. They're like little tiny book trophies. Right down at the bottom here, I have my physical TBR, and I also just have my Kindle laying on top. This is kind of like my nighttime / morning routine / wellness basket. It's mostly just my vitamins. I have like my little weighted sleep masks. I have my little vitamin container, my glasses, lip balm, glasses cleaner. Here, this is actually my longest living plant that I've owned. This was the first plant that I bought. Of course, it's a snake plant. It's like one of the easiest plants to take care of. And now moving on to the first little section of my wooden shelf. This is a piece of live edge wood, live edge Vancouver, something like that. And they take all of the wood from trees that fell down in storms, because we do get a lot of windstorms here. I turned it into the shelf, or more so my dad turned it into the shelf for me, which was so nice of him. Here I have a stack of my kind of spirituality books, because I actually went through a really intense phase where I was just reading all of these like spirituality self-help books, law of attraction books, definitely part of my lore. And on top of this stack of books, I have this gold butterfly ashtray from Urban Outfitters with some different smudging incense. Then I have all of my perfumes. I keep all of my jewelry in this little pink jewelry case. I think this is so perfect. I think it's gonna be great for travel. And this is where I keep all of my makeup brushes. I do have this little mirror, but I usually do get ready at my big mirror just because it's easier. But for the sake of aesthetics, I have this set up as my vanity. So I have all of my makeup here in this little Urban Outfitters crate. Then I have some more plants. This is actually a little tiny peperomia plant. This I got for literally 99 cents at the health food store. And the salt lamp I just got from a local crystal shop. Then right here I have my manifestation board, or my vision board. This is just a bunch of photos that I have here to hopefully inspire me every day and just remind myself what I'm working towards. And then we move on to my closet. So of course my closet is filled with my clothes, which I have gone through so many times trying to cut down. I feel like it's still very full, but I'm working on it. And then up here is extra camera equipment and lighting in this corner. Then I have pajamas, any tech / heating pads are in there. And then this bin is kind of like outdoor weather gear. So that is everything in there. So I believe that is everything in my room. I wanted to share an updated room tour just because I feel like my room is such a true representation of me, and it's also just a way to document what my room looks like at this point in time, because at some point I'm not gonna have this room anymore. I'm gonna be out in the world. This room has actually seen so many different stages of my life. I've lived here my whole life. So this was actually my nursery at one point when I was a little baby, and it has come a very long way, and now it is my young adult room. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed seeing a glimpse into my room. Make sure to subscribe and give this video a like if you enjoyed it and you want to see more content from me. And until next time, I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!